Hello, friends. We stay there like a dummy, smiling. Hello, and welcome to my page. My name is Tammy Neff, and my page is called Tammy Loves Vintage. And I'm excited that you guys are kind of going to be shopping with me in a way. Instead of looking through all of the junk to find the good stuff, I'm going to show you the good stuff that I picked. And I know a lot of you like to do this with me, and so I laid it all out here on my table to share with you. And I kind of needed to just look at it for myself, and I need to mark, you know, what I always put what I paid for things, so that's going to be a trick to figure out. I tried to take really good notes on my phone if, like, a lot of times the vendors take the price tags for their inventory numbers, or to stick them in their books or whatever. Hello, hi, Darlene. Hi, Nina. This probably isn't the best one for a new person, but welcome. And thank you for joining me, and it's so nice of you to say hello. I'm just going to show my friends some of the things that I found while I was antique shopping. Thank you, Nina. I got this from my friend Kelly. She has a shop, an online shop called Girl Upcycled Studio. So I don't know if she has them on her shop site or not, but here it is, and it's all like stringy on the bottom. And thank you. We've been over at the little house kind of hanging out today. My husband says, quit calling it the little house. When we first got the place, we started calling it the little house because we had to call it something. And now that he's thinking about, we're kind of thinking we're going to move there, he said, quit calling it the little house. So, hi, you guys. Anyway, let's get started. Hopefully, all of you guys got the notification. Any of you that need notifications from me, I have a cell phone number that you can text. So, there's a couple hundred people over there, I believe, that I don't know, there might be more than that. But anyway, people that I text and let them know. If you'd like to know when I'm going live, just text me at 740-273-6693. And I will let you know that that I'm going live. And then also, I'll try and remember to say that number again. So while you're listening, if you want to grab a pencil and paper, I'll tell you that number again. But it's kind of cool. So anyway, my husband said when I was shopping that I needed to try and find something for a gift for myself for Christmas, because he doesn't really like antique shopping, and he knows that like getting an antique is like my favorite thing, and he wouldn't know what to get me anyway. You have to admit I probably am kind of a hard person to buy for, but I chose this little crock. Okay, it's just a little tiny crock, but here's the best part. Look at all of that writing, and it says Columbus, Ohio right here. I know it's backwards, but it says Columbus, and then Ohio is down here, and I just loved it, and it was marked $68, and he came down to $55. And so, I mean, it's an oldie for sure. It's got a little crack. It's really hard to find them in perfect condition. And I think that sometimes those kind of markings with cracks and chips and things just really make it maybe more original to me, more old, and for sure been around the block, right? So, okay, another crazy thing that I found that a lot of you that have followed me know about my, I'm gonna quit playing with my hair, about my love for these clay marbles. And the reason, you know I don't need any more. I've sold a bunch of them to you guys, but the reason I opted to get this batch is because they have these tiny, tiny ones. I've not seen tiny, tiny, tiny ones. So in the mix, these are all clay, and it's really hard to get them with the colors. The colors usually wear off or, you know, fade over time. So I grabbed this jar mostly because of the color. The vendor's a super great guy. He always has super awesome things, usually a little more expensive than I like, but, you know, sometimes you have to pay up for what you want. He must have kept the label. I think I paid $45 for this jar. And they usually go at the least, usually if you get a deal, sometimes you get a whole bunch and get a deal, but usually you figure about $1 a marble. $2 a marble is the most you would ever want to pay. If you find someone that's got, you know, a little handful and you got 20 bucks, I wouldn't give them more than $2, because if you're a shopper and you shop around, and now that you've seen them, clay marbles, old clay marbles usually go about $1 a piece. Okay. So, anyway, and then if you remember, I bought that stoneware bowl. I always kept it in my scale. I had that really pretty scale and I kept my marbles in the scale. I was kind of getting tired of it, so I went back and put my buttons back in the scale, and I bought that white stoneware bowl. It was just kind of small, and I filled it with my marbles, and I absolutely loved how it turned out. So I ran to Target on my way home. This is the only thing that I bought. Oh, I bought some socks. I bought some socks, and then I bought these because of the colors. They were very unique. And for the tins, well, I know someone there is new, but I'll come back for our next show. I was gonna say show, but our next thing, because I do make really pretty tins. There's some over there that we're gonna do probably a live sale tomorrow in my group, and then I'll bring everything to you guys. I'm gonna start doing first grabs in my group. Because some of my girls are wanting things that they don't get a hold of, and they watch me make it or whatever, and then, so I'm going to do that. So anyway, we're going to start doing a live sale in the group first, of mostly of like our things that we've made. Hi, Mom. And then, so this, if you remember the Christmas tree ornament that I made out of this old salve tin, I thought I'd get this and put it on the website for one of you guys. Maybe I'll put it in my sale first tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. But I glued a couple of buttons, and I used a piece of handmade lace, and then I added some trees and snow and decorated just the top edge of this little tin, just like, you know, the other tins that we do. I found this really pretty gas, I guess it's a gas valve, and it actually turns, but I thought, I painted a door today at the house. I thought it might be pretty if I could figure out how to mount it to a bottle. We do a lot of decorative bottles. I feel bad for the girl that just got here. No, Debbie, I didn't. I bought it from my friend Kelly. She has a shop called Girl Upcycled Studio. She's here local, and I saw it at her shop. I did like an art show where I took my crafts and displayed them. Anyway, so I bought that. We'll speed up here. And you guys that know I love the boats, I only found one little boat. It was $9, and it has the metal bottom, and I love nautical stuff. My basement is nautical. So we'll keep going. I really want to get to the other stuff here, but I did find a couple of tins to make up for Christmas. So I thought they were really cool. They were $8 a piece, so that was a pretty good deal. I found this tin. It was $8 also, and look at that one. That's going to be a keeper. I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep this one for sure. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm going to keep it. I can tell you that. Okay, linens for you guys. I can't reach. I hit the jackpot in linens. Look. I found embroidered and crocheted linens. So I had two different, and this was two different vendors. So yeah, that was cool. Oh, and look at all of the bingo cards I got for you guys to decorate with. So that's cool, or to craft with, however you want to be. Just got to give me time to get them on the website. That's the only thing. So then I found jewelry. Oh my gosh, did I find jewelry? This and this, and then this. I was kind of picky, you know. I went through each and every piece and picked each and every piece. And then this bag has some jewelry also. And it's kind of all rhymes. I thought this would look really pretty on a snowy piece. I thought that would be really pretty. Pretty much the jewelry was all $5. Pretty much, I would say, I got a couple things that were less, which would make up for spending a little bit more on the bigger pieces like this. But anyway, I love vintage jewelry. Now I gotta tell you, let me just tell you this. If you guys are not into or don't have a source for jewelry like I like to use, check out Totally Dazzled. I have her store marked in my, oh wait till you see, Glenda. I do have collars. I jackpotted on those too. I paid up, but I jackpotted on them. Anyway, the jewelry at Totally Dazzled, you watch what you get, but you can end up and average out and get like all of these little pieces for $2 a piece. That used to be the price for all of the antique jewelry, and now, I mean, it's $3 to $8 is really where you're gonna fall. So to get it for $5 is kind of like the new average norm for a piece. Earrings is great because they're $2.50, you know, one for each, you know what I mean? But so things are going up. That's what I was talking to a couple of the girls with Christmas booths, which was what I was after. I was totally after all Christmas. And anyway, we were talking and yeah, they agreed that everything is just going up and the Christmas is going crazy. So look at this whole big thing of these clips, these pins that I got, and they're all numbered. And oh, I know you guys are gonna say, do you have a number 87 or whatever? Oh my gosh, it's gonna take me forever to look. Wow, here's an 83. But anyway, they're little pins, and I know you guys have all kinds of ideas where what these are. I've heard laundry tags, I've heard dry cleaning tags, I've heard for your keys, for like when you're you take your car in to get fixed, you know, they would hang it up. You need pink garland. Oh, I don't know. I didn't get any pink garland. No, I don't have anything pink. And then I got a couple of jars of buttons. Now you guys know I do not need buttons, but these were, so I'm getting pickier about my buttons. Let me show you. So whenever I find any buttons, I try and share with you guys. But there's a difference in old buttons. Can you see the color of them? These were all like mother of pearl, nice buttons. There's a rhinestone button, a lot of them with the strings. The lady I bought from is all textiles, and she's very good at, oh, look at that tiny one. Oh my gosh. She's very good at sorting her buttons, and she had a lot of plastic buttons. So I knew that she knew the difference. These were a lot more expensive. And so I kind of do a mix when I have them for you guys. These are probably going to be keepers for me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I probably am because they're hard to come by. But anyway, be watching. I know we had a whole button class here. It wasn't a class, but I know we chatted a lot about buttons and all of the glass buttons and the wood buttons and the buttons made from bone. And if you missed the video and you're curious, go to YouTube, go to my YouTube channel, Tammy Loves Vintage, and type in buttons, and you may find it there. It's easier than scrolling the feed because I don't remember when we did it. And then oops, my base just fell off of this one, but I bought some old trees. And the lady wrote down her prices. I bought these from several different people, but they're old. They've got the wood bases. You heard that base fall and hit the floor. Those are wood, and the wood bases kind of as a giveaway that it's an old tree. Look at this one. This one was $10. Just to give you guys an idea, when you start seeing our tins that we're, you know, my friend Julie and I love making these tins together. And when we do our tins, you know, they're expensive. You figure you're paying, you know, $10 plus, sometimes $15 for a tin, and then a $10 tree. Look where you are, and we haven't even added anything to it. I bought this one. Oh, this one came out of its base too, but it was on a wooden base. Awful looking thing. Again, $10. I paid up, you guys. I paid up because I needed it. I needed good stuff. This lady was very expensive, but she knew what she had. She knew what she had. And here's the thing. This old man came up, right? I had picked up a couple of pipe cleaner people. I bought, like this. Like the ones that I made in the show, in the Sparkle Room event, Friday night I was in that. And you guys can just scroll down in the feed, or I guess you would scroll up in the feed. It was just a couple, it was on my very last video. Thank you, Mary. I got it from my friend Kelly. She has a store called Girl Upcycled Studio. And anyway, these are the little pipe cleaner. This is an original old one, a really old one. And she wanted $20 for it. I bought it, so just so you know. And then she had another one. She had two more that were like $28 a piece. And I didn't buy them. I didn't buy them. And you know what? I was still looking through all of the trees, and this old guy came by and he bought both of them. She had two. They had like spun cotton balloons they were holding. They were awesome. but I just didn't want to spend that much. And this guy took both of them. And I thought, wow, I should, you know, snooze you lose, right? Snooze you lose. And I said, I really wanted those, but I thought they're a lot, right? And he said, if you love it, you got to get it. You just can't look at the price. Well, because he said, will you ever see these again? Probably not. And I thought it was a good lesson. It was a good lesson for me. So I kind of heard him in my ear a little bit as I was shopping. But look at this one. You're packing your trailer and selling out. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Michelle, you're so smart. But look at this one. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a keeper. But it's probably too big for this, but I knew that the color would be fab. See? I mean, so yeah, so I didn't mind if I knew I'm going to keep it. And then, you know, I keep everything priced so that when I'm tired of it someday, that's so smart to put it in your, to take it with you like that. Okay, so the next, oh yeah, I got this one. Look at this little bird. This was an old one. You could tell. They've got the wood base again. But she had two. One had a bird and one the bird was missing. But love these. And in the right circumstance, Julie and I have found that the right tree makes all of the difference. So I ordered a bunch of trees from Factory Direct Crafts. Debbie Rigg turned me on to that place for some paper mache. Oh, look, this one's got tinsel, like old. I think I'm gonna leave it. Anyway, there's some more. I don't have any idea what these red and white things are, but actually I bought a bag of them. Maybe you guys know. I bought a bag of these because sometimes I don't really want a Christmas ball. That's maybe a little more earthy looking of a project. And so I thought maybe these little berry looking things would be good. Okay, and then look at this piece. This is just something to cut up. It's old. And I gotta look for sure what she charged. But I want to say it was $10. But I thought I can use a lot of pieces. This would make a belt on a lot of our little cotton spun Santas. Look how many belts I could get. I could probably get 5-6 belts out of these. So yeah. So that's pretty awesome. Somebody's texting me. I don't know what she just, something about a store. Okay, and then this little paper guy, I don't know how much he was. I tried to write things down, but I don't remember. But he's really cool. And his face is that spun cotton. I'm not sure you can tell. It's a fabric. It's not wood. It's fabric. And anything spun cotton is very expensive. She had, the one girl, she was awesome, by the way. I don't know if she started following me or not. We talked, I went through the show twice, so we talked. But anyway, she had they looked like little snowballs, and I thought, oh, those would be perfect. But they were $5 a piece, just for a little spun cotton ball. So, you know, just giving you guys that little heads up. Then I found these little pipe cleaner people, and I absolutely loved them. They may just go on my pipe cleaner tree, but just to inspire you guys and let you guys see things that are out there. And this is the best time of year, but you can buy Christmas year round. You can buy it year round. You'll find someone in, you know, in a 100-degree weather day with a booth full of Christmas in the summertime, and you're like, what the heck? But you know what? We have learned the last couple of years, we take our time going through Christmas. Whenever you can find it, these were treasures. Look. These are the spun cotton. These were spun cotton. They were $16. So I got 2 of them. Okay, love them. Now this one, he's lost his hat. I'm sure he had a hat, but I don't care. And look at that candy cane. Oh my gosh, I'll bend it down a little bit better. Those are amazing. I got this little tiny, look at this little tiny pipe cleaner girl. She's awesome. Look at this snowman. So great. So great. Again, he's that spun. Now, I don't know what, this is just like some kind of cardboard or poster board or something. And I'm not sure, oh, it must be his belt buckle. This must be like his belt buckle. And there's this, like they made a puddle and they cottoned the top of it. And then he's the spun cotton. I'm not sure you can tell, but they're real soft. And they're soft like fur. But when you squeeze them, they feel like paper mache maybe. Like they feel like you could crush them. Like they're a cardboard ball. And then the little hat, he's just adorable. And I thought, you know, he would be like, I'd want to cut his head off and make him into a man, but that's too awesome. He's probably just going to have to hang just like that because, again, it's all original. Okay, then I had 3 of these snowmen in a bag, and I didn't realize he's lost everything. He doesn't have his hat, he doesn't have his face. So I really thought I was buying 3, but I really was only buying 2. But I'll jazz him up. I'll make him work and fix him up. But anyway, there you go. There's those. And then not too much more of this stuff, you guys. So here, okay, let me show you him first. So this is just like a regular fuzzy pipe cleaner, not an extra puffy one. Again, spun cotton head. He was a pin that somebody wore, okay, but it's pipe cleaner. It's kind of got a glitter to it, so there's an idea for you. And then I have to show you this one. It was $22. There's the tag, $22. And this is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to make this. But they made a reindeer out of pipe cleaner and then have a little person on it. Like that is gonna look awesome on my little pipe cleaner branch that I used in that show. Am I selling any? Probably not, Sandra. I was really gathering for my own creations for when we make our tins. And then for my tree, there was a few special things like this. It was pretty freaking special. So, and also a great idea for what I can use for the old pipe cleaners, the little tiny ones. Do you guys know? Can you buy these? I don't know. But like, look at this is a little pipe cleaner scarf that they wrapped around his neck. And so I just know about the puffy, what did you guys call them? Bumble? You guys called the puffy pipe cleaner something. 2 of you called them something. I don't remember what. Okay, here's another. Check out this tree. I will show you after I make whatever I'm going to make with it. The ugliest things that we find make the most beautiful, unusual tins. And then this is pipe cleaners, you guys. So like our feather tree that I taught you guys, well, the girls in my group learned how to make a real feather tree. Chenille, yes. So we're going to learn how to make these because I'm going to figure it out for sure. Okay. Then, oh, here's the one I was looking for. So I did buy 2. She was explaining to me that the color, she had several colored ones, and she said that the colored ones were more unusual. And you guys, remember when I was trying to fade out my red for the ones that I made? Everything's over there getting ready for a sale. I don't know what I did with them. Anyway, she said the ones with color really clean. Oh, that actually cleaned the pipe out. Okay, gotcha. Well, anyway, so this was the one I picked because it was the most sort of neutral color and it wasn't a screaming red, so it'll match my tree nicely. And then this one is, of course, I got because that is just my colorway all the way, completely. Tambra, I don't know for sure. I'll let the girls in my group are going to get first grabs on some of the handmade stuff and then whatever's left, but we start that sport. So here's the deal. Monday I've got to do a craft in my group, and then I'm going to take things for the sale, and then I'll see how the rest of the day goes. I'm not sure if Randy's going to be in town or not. And then Tuesday we start that big sports bar paint job. So I'll be painting Tuesday and Wednesday. So then, and then Thursday we're packing to leave for California. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like we'll be gone. So it might have to be the following week before I can do a sale, because it's not so much doing the sale. I would have time to do that. It's all the packing and shipping I'm not going to have time to do. So I thought if I just did a little bit in my group, I could probably handle that. Okay, so there was this old lady I did the wrong thing here. But you know how I feel like I don't know if I don't know. Whoever did this really got me. This looked so much like the ones we make, right? And look at the old tiny pipe, like look, the old, right? It's old looking, okay? And so I looked at the tag and it said $6 and I'm like, holy cow. I grabbed it so fast before anybody could get it. But honestly, I think it's a reproduction. When you look, whoever's made this did a great job. When you look, it's not the stained muslin that we do. They stuffed it with foam and covered it. And it's a company called Midwest of Cannon Falls Heritage Market. So I'm glad I only paid $6 for it because he should have been much more if he was old. But however, I don't know if they maybe bought these as new and then tried to junk them out and make them look old. Oh, Marlene, I don't know for sure. I'll text you guys. Oh, you don't text. You must not text. If you do text, my number is 740-273-6693, and that's where I'll give you guys a heads up. Yes, I love the pink, and if you guys in my group remember, the pink came as a mistake. I bleached the red. It worked great, or didn't bleach it. I dyed the red batting. Okay, text me. I keep messaging you and Marilyn. It's 740-273-6693. 740-273-6693. And I will text you when I'm going live here. I will text you when I'm having a live sale. I will also text you when I'm going live in the group because I know you're in the group and I've seen you ask me a couple times that you didn't get a notification. That's where I give the notification is that text line. So if you remember, just text group or text if you're not in the group. Just say hi. Just say hi. It's a big import company. They trade shoes and very cheap prices and hundreds of Christmas items each year. Okay. All right, Eula, thank you for letting me know. But either this just got dirty and they didn't like it. I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe it's fairly old. But anyway, I got hoodwinked on that. But I only paid $6 and I still love it. So it's okay. So Debbie, can you text me that? 740-273-6693, and I'll probably say it again here today. The texting is for, are you in my group? I have so many new people, I can't keep straight who all's in the group. But anyway, yeah, you'll have to text it because I can't text you first. It's a thing that I pay every month for to be able to not track people, but tell people, I did it back when COVID hit, or we had like a Facebook drop, and I thought, how am I going to stay in touch with my friends and tell them, go to YouTube or go wherever. And so I went ahead and bought this text line thing, and it's been great. And so it wants to keep fraud away or spam or advertising. So you have to text me to start the chain. Okay. So once you text me, then I will text you back whenever I'm going live. I don't bother you. You won't get blown up by me at all, I promise. So I did find, somebody asked about the faces. Thanks, Michelle. You're in my group. So these faces I found, again, spun cotton, paper collars, absolutely love. So I will be making little people out of these for my tree. And I got the deal of the century. I got all 5 of them for $10. So awesome. Yes, I'm rambling. Sorry, Donna. Okay, let me keep going. Sorry. My husband tells me that all the time. Okay, here's another thing that I got. And it was $16. And I got this garland. And it's all old. Sorry, Donna. Thank you. Thank you for calling me out because I needed it. Okay, so there you go. Okay, anybody wants the number, 740-273-6693. So I got the garland. I got this box of shrubbery. It's probably, I'm going to guess from like a train set. But I loved, it's old and dented and it's on little wood bases. And so I got the whole box was $10. So that'll be great. I think they'll be great on my tins just to be different than a tree. And I thought it might be cute to, like, you know, we're always trying to get different sizes and stuff. So we thought this would, you love my rambling. I do ramble, I do. Oh, well, I'm glad you like it. Oh, girls, look what I found. So remember when I was able to sell you guys clock faces? Jackpot, clock faces. So, but you gotta give me time to get them on the website. I've got those and those pins to get on the website. Okay, okay, I already showed you that. This is funny. This is one of those spun cotton, but he was a bird. He was $18. I'm gonna keep him, but I thought he would be super cute. He's very, very vintage. And this is called mica, she said. I called it like German glass glitter, and she said it's even ground finer than that. And I absolutely loved him. He was hanging with all of her pipe cleaner people, same lady, and I got it on the second time around. I didn't get it first time, but I got it on the second time. And I love him. So I love, he's my colors is why. Yay, okay, Kim. They'll be coming. They'll be coming. Okay, and then I don't even know what's in here. Oh, more, look. More little pipe cleaner people. And I don't have a price on this. Hopefully I wrote it down. But aren't they fab? They're just great. Aren't they great? You guys, so learning, I've learned, so look at her. Oh, maybe they were all sitting, but look at her. She's sitting on a pine cone. Look at that nose. It's a stamen. I never thought about that. Oh my gosh. I need Julie to be watching this. Oh, I never thought about that. We could use those for our snowman noses too. Cute. Great idea. Okay. So, okay. I really wanted some old tinsel. Tinsel's very expensive. $32. Right here. $32. I waited all day to try and find some, and everybody was, it's very expensive. Okay, in my group, we learned how to make it. Oh, Jackie, don't you wish you had them? Any hot, no, I didn't find anything hot pink, I did spend a little hunk, but yeah. We learned how to make tinsel. I can tell you guys, it really, I've done so many, I always just promise the group 3 videos in a month, and I've surpassed that, so we're good. But you use starch and like fabric starch and paint, and you can smash real new soft tinsel, and it kind of lays down and gets yucky like this. So you can make your own. We've done it and it works. I used the wired without the starch, and it takes the color and it looks old and crusty, but it stays pretty big. And I think that the old stuff gets really small over the years, packing it, unpacking it, and packing it. So also another thing that's quite pricey, but we really needed it, and I kind of went overboard and I bought a lot, but I knew Julie wanted some. She wasn't able to go with me. So this, I can't read her writing. This bag right here was $48. This bag of, but look how old, okay? It's very, very old. All right, and something that I didn't realize, and Julie pointed out, is, before I went, what she said she wanted. You've got none of those things. Aw, yeah, I didn't either. You have tinsel. Oh, awesome, Michelle. So see how these are individual and they move? Okay, can you tell that? Like, see there's string in between the two? Okay, I made sure that I only bought that kind. Typically, what you'll find is 2 balls with glass in the middle. So it's one piece of 2 balls. And it doesn't look quite as like bulbs or whatever on your crafts. When I'm all done, I'm going to show you some. I'm going to show you some of what the girls are going to get to pick from tomorrow. But anyway, just a quick little lesson on that. Now this bundle was just red and it was $15, but it's old and it's single balls. Like this one's broke, but I can still, I'll glue that side down. It was in Columbus, Ohio. And this time of year, if you can hit a show, hi Karen, if you can hit a show, you want to do it this time of year if you're after Christmas stuff. So I also got this bag. It was $8. It was a little more burgundy, which is good. And then I got this as well. And this was super long. And it had stars on each end. And I think it was 12. I can't remember. It's not as old, but yeah, $12. It is old. You can see from the string. But I thought this would look cute like on my Christmas tree. It's big enough. I might put this on one of my small trees. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, then I got this bag. And this bag, did I show you this? Okay, I showed you this bag. Okay, hang on. I guess the other ones are over there. This is a good one. It was $8. So see, oh shoot, did I mess up? I see a couple. Oh, I probably just bought it because it was cheap. I think I did, but let me show you because this has the doubles. Yes, exactly. They've been. Okay, this is the doubles. I only got it because it was cheap. It was $8, and look how long it is. Okay, I got a lot. But this is, I'm so glad I did though, because I can show you guys what's up. So yeah, this will have to go on a tree because these are what the double balls look like. Okay, see, it looks like a little barbells or something. And so I don't know that they're, see, can you tell? You can tell, right? That's the difference. The ones look like little beads, and these are the double balls. And I'm sure, because I'm looking, oh no, there's another one over there that I got for my tree. This was a mistake. I just grabbed it for the price. Get all excited when you see something cheap like that pink Santa. Grab it and don't think. Like $8 for all that? Oh my God, I'm grabbing it. Because Julie said, I need one bag. Grab me a bag. I'll go up to $30. She knew. And then I found this. Oh, she might have taken the price out. I don't remember how much it was. I might have written it down. It's old. It's not super old, but it's, see? It's crusty though. And the reason I got it is it had blues and golds and greens. It had all of the colors, and it was a decent, they weren't huge, but they weren't super small. So I got this whole box. I can't remember what I paid for it. Let me see. No, I can't remember. Nothing. I can't remember what I paid for it. And then I bought a bag of mercury glass. So let's go around the corner because I'm getting around where I can't reach anything. Let me take you on around the corner here. I'll let you look at my wreath. Well, I can't because I'm going this way. Okay, so, okay, over here, I bought I know I didn't need any Santas. I have a whole gallon-sized bag of Santas. But I bought these two because they were only $6 a piece. And I know people watching, or my husband's in there, he's probably like, what? But that's what they are. That's what they are. And that's actually cheap. But look how good. You have mercury bead garlands. Oh, that's so awesome. No, Sandra. I watched for 7 hours to find all of these things. But he's got a look. There's a look to them, and they're awesome. I also bought one that's not, oh, here he is. I bought this one because he's copper looking. Some of our red tins have faded and they kind of take on a copper look. So for sure, this coppery looking Santa that the red has faded will look fantastic with this coppery tree. See? So, you know, you're like, why would you buy that tree? But if you think you're looking for colors, that's such a great color match. So that's why I did that. Okay, come back, come back. Okay. Oh, see, I've already got my Christmas stuff laid out for a sale whenever I can do it. Okay, this is so not something I would buy, but I loved her, and I thought she might be a cute craft for something. But it's a doll baby with no clothes. I think it's the bisque look, or whatever. And then I bought just 3 pieces of wood, 3 wood finials. I figured I could do something with them. I didn't see a whole lot of that sort of thing. Of course, my eye was going to Christmas. I did buy other things that weren't Christmas, but my eye was, oh, I forgot to show you my antlers. Yeah, okay, hang on a minute. All right, so I got those wood things, you know, which will be tops for my, my old bottles is probably what I'll do with them. Although it might be cute on a tin as a Christmas tree, maybe. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's my ugly tree. Oh, wait till you see my ugly tree. But I think you might like it. Hang on a minute here. I got antlers. I forgot to show you that. So I got these antlers. They were hooked together. I know, now this is going to gross some people out, but then there's other people that are going to love it. But for Christmas decor, I have individual antlers. Like I'm always asking people, you have any antlers? Or like buying one or two here or there. And Brian that used to paint with us, he brought me some antlers that were not whole sets. So this was my first whole set. She had a lot of them with the fur. The fur just was like too much for me. It was too much. I wish this was covered with leather or something, but I thought this set was an awesome antler set. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them, by the way. I have no idea, but it was a chance to get a whole set, and I think I just loved the lady's booth. It just had that earthy, woodsy, she had browns and creams and all of the things that I love, and the way she had it set. Oh, you would, Carol. I should have bought those sets. I should have. Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of yucky, but yet there's something spectacular about them too. So here's my ugly tree. It was $3.50. Oh, where do I begin? It's like, I don't know what it is. I think it's just painted. I think it feels like white, maybe like white floral tape, and then they've just painted. I'm not sure, but I thought it had a birch tree look. Of course it needs all bent out and fixed up. I know so many people, you use them in your decor. So many people, I paint houses, so many people have them. I took a few and was going to post them and show you guys where I was, but I didn't. But I do have them. I can show you. Anyway, so this needs all bent out to where it's wonderful, but I thought it would be great on a tin. I think it'll be really great on a tin for like an everyday. I've never done an everyday, so this is probably my third one now that I've bought. Oops, for trying to do. Oh, see, I don't want that to pull. It's got fur in it from cotton probably. Anyway, okay, I bought a pretty little porcelain tray. I thought it was sweet. It's all hand painted, and I thought it was just beautiful, and it matches my hand painted Victorian pins. There's some things from my Victorian phase that I couldn't part with, and so this will be a great way to display those. And I know for some reason they work. I have a lot of woods and a lot of whites, and I don't do a lot of color, but I kind of keep a lot of my hand-painted stuff together, and so it works. I don't know why, but see, maybe it just in my mind it works. Maybe it doesn't really, but it feels like it does. A weird thing that I grabbed when we're making our feather trees in the group were these stamens, and what I liked about them was, look how many is in one pick. For those in my group will understand. So for the ends of a feather tree, look how awesome that would be. So I only grabbed 2 bundles, hoping that would be enough for a tree. Oh, well, this is both bundles. I'm hoping that'll be enough for a tree. But I thought those were really interesting. So I grabbed those, and then the same lady had these black velvet leaves, which I think are going to be great. I already have a tin that I need to add one to, maybe 2. And then I grabbed these red kind of glittery leaves. She had tons of leaves, but I grabbed these. I thought these would be great. Sometimes you want a pop of red, and you don't want, well, that's kind of what that guy said to me. You don't want, how many bulbs can you put on something, right? So sometimes you need color in a different way. Oh, this lady had red trees, little tiny, but they were tiny, and they were red and frosted, but they were $10 a piece, but they were so tiny, I couldn't do it. But oh my gosh, if anybody says, what's the one thing you didn't get? That's probably it. It was the 2 trees. I really wanted them, but I just couldn't pay $10 for 2 trees. So I found this little, what the heck, right? I never buy stuff like this, but it's like like a person driving a car. See him? It's like a person, somebody's made this, and it's got the number, they wrote the number 26 on it, which I thought was adorable. And I don't know, there was something about this little wooden car that I just thought was great. Oh, and he's got 26 on the hood, and look, it's been red at some point. So anyway, I thought it would be fun to do up maybe for Christmas or I don't know, every day. I'm kind of into decorating things. Hi, Chris. So I got that silly, I know that's so silly. And then I picked up some spoons. They were pretty with little grapes, So I got a bunch of spoons. And then this little porcelain doll, I got a plan for her. It's just the head, but I think I've got a plan for her. She'll be I've got another one. It might be a little bit bigger. I need whichever one is bigger. We'll see. And then I bought this little tiny one. Look, only because of her colors. I mean, like, she's not going to go with this tree, but you see what I'm doing my tins, see where my mind's going, and I'm thinking for every day, you know, for a neutral, because sometimes after Christmas is over and you put all of your decor away, it's you get kind of sad about it. So, looks like a Cub Scout card. It could be like a project for the Cub Scouts. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to tell you how much it was. This is, you can just guess from all of this is that spun cotton that we've been doing, the spun cotton Santas in our group. Okay, this is a spun cotton snowman, all done. And he's all original. He's very, very old. He was 10 cents back in the day, but he wasn't 10 cents now. And anyway, yeah, he was awesome. I am just going to put him in my vintage decor as he sits. I don't think I'm not going to glue him onto anything. I want to tell you, but I don't want you to be like, oh my God, I'm not telling you. I bought a little snowman wind-up toy. It was very inexpensive, but it still goes. Well, it was. Yeah, it still goes. So I bought a little snowman wind-up toy. He'll be great for the top of a cream color ice cream tin. Oh my gosh. Okay, Carol. Well, yeah, look back at our pictures, or yeah, that's probably your best bet, is look through our photos. I've been trying to put photos up, but then I found this little old whatever. It was $1, but I thought, how cool. I'm just going to stick it on something. I mean, I think it's going to be cute. I don't think, oops, one of the things fell off, but I think it's going to be cute, kind of decorated up somehow. I don't know exactly how. I don't want to take away from the driver or the car, but I thought that would be a fun project for me. And then they had these little, cute little old, they're a little chippy, but I don't know how old they are, but vintage for sure, because you can see how chipped up she is. But I thought she was adorable for one of my tins. And then I bought a box full of crusty angels. I think I got her. You can see it's crusty, but she's going to be fantastic on the right tin, which I think I know the tin I want to put her on. There's one on my website under antiques right now. And the tin's over at the workshop. But anyway, there's that. I went to an antique show, Don Scott. They have one in Atlanta, and then they have one in Columbus. And I went to the Columbus, Ohio one. So she has a broken arm, so I'll glue something, a bell or a wreath or a tree or something like that she's holding, and you'll never know. Here's a couple more. And then here's another. And then I bought a Santa. These are wood. These are all wood. And then the instruments had broken off. That's what they had instruments, the angels did. But anyway, they were in the bag. And then this little guy, he's wood. And then I bought myself some salts. You know, those of you girls that have followed me for a long time know how much I love these salts. And I don't have anything blue, but look how pretty that is. I had to have it. I loved it. I don't have anything blue. Browns. I now have 3 browns, and I love them all. Aren't they beautiful? They're, let's see, this one's marked. This one's marked. This one's marked. They're all 3 marked. My flower, and it's got a number. I don't know what that's all it's, oh, I can show you. It's backwards, so it doesn't matter if you see, but that's what it looks like. Let's see here. This one says Persian Ironstone China from England. This one's probably the best one out of the browns. Be my guess. And this one says D, B, and C Imperial, and it has a number as well. So these were little butter pats, not salts, little butter pats. So they would lay at each place with their butter on them for their bread. Okay. Like I almost jumped out of my pants when I saw these. You never, ever, 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 ever. They're salts or butter pats. I think they're butter pats. But I think the salts were smaller and deeper. I'm not sure. But look, I bought the chunky white ones, you guys. I found two of them. This one had a crack. I do not care. They had no writing on the back, which would have, oh, this one has a little something. I can't make it out. But that one's got a little something stamped in there. But look how chunky. I'll show you just how chunky. But again, $22. You pay up. You pay up when you find these things. I tried to find a Santa mug, an old vintage Santa mug. Nobody had it. And I was there at 9 o'clock when the door opened. I was there at 9 o'clock. Nothing. So, okay. These don't have anything on the backs, but I loved their patina. Let's see. They had a little bit of crazing. I've taught you guys about crazing. There you can see a bit of crazing. Crazing is just like little I don't know, Joanne. I don't know my glassware very well. Whatever I know to teach people, but I love the staining and the crazing. The staining is underneath the glaze. And then the crazing is, let's see if you can see it on that. It's little tiny cracks. Like if you cracked an eggshell, not a straight line, but look at all the paint on my hands. I painted a door today. Anyway, the big thing on Instagram is stacks like this. I got one. I've been looking forever, but the bigger thing is stacks of chunkies. There's the difference. So yeah, little splurge. I should probably put this in Randy's pile for my Christmas present. Yes, the thicker is, I think, restaurant wear. Yes, but amazing. Everyone loves this thick stuff. Instagram is where you get, you see all these girls and they're all like these big stacks of them and they just look so great in all their decor. And it's like, I want one of those. So look at this little person on a sled. Oh my gosh, it's going to be great on a tin. She was $8 and she's fantastic. So there's that. And then one of my followers, I won't say their name. I don't know, Roseanne. I just think they're little butter pats. Is that what you're talking about? Or the, I don't know which one you're asking me about. Anyway, one of you sent me books to read in December. And she sent me 4 books. I have a fly. It was warm today. It was so warm. Anyway, so I requested books just because I was going to have a lot. Last year, I read stories to the kids in December. I sat by my fireplace or in my chair with a blanket and read just a short little story. And everyone loved the stories. And someone asked if I was going to do it again this year. And I think I only did it 4 or 5 times, just whatever books my mom and I had. And anyway, so I reached out for books and I received from one gal 4 books. So they're laying in on my fireplace now with my Christmas decor. But when I was antique shopping, I found a few booths with some old books. So I picked them up and I thought after we read them, maybe we'll have a sale. This one was $3.50, but they're nice. They're nice to craft with too. Like see all of your pictures. Like everyone does different sorts of crafts. So if you needed little elves to cut out or whatever, they're really great. And I can remember this as a little kid, Santa's Toy Shop. So I didn't look through all of them to make sure if their pages were in time. Hopefully I'm not missing a page. I'll buzz through them before I read them in front of people. Here was the Santa Claus. I was happy to find that one. $4. So anyway, I bought that one. And then this one was $1 the night before Christmas. And then I got another night before Christmas for $2. And then the story of Christmas for $1. So I picked up some books. So I have 4 from her, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 nights I'll be able to read stories. So that'll be great. If you have littles, I'll have to just decide what time and when I'm doing it. But you like the stories? You remember that, Nina? Next year, let me know and I will meet you at the show. Oh, yes. Okay, Connie. I had a lady, I was walking through the aisle. Some lady, I think her name was Laura, but she's like, are you Tammy Neff? Like, it was so, she said, I know you anywhere you are. And she was so, so sweet. I'd never seen her comment. I didn't recognize, when she told me her name, it was like Laura Olson or something. I can't remember what her name was. It was also such a blur because, you know, when you're there shopping, oh, you like that, Kim, thank you. When you're there shopping, I'm zoned on the tables. I could bump right into my mom and wouldn't even see her, you know what I mean? Like, you're so focused on what you're doing, you know. So anyway, it was so sweet of her to come up and say hello. Okay, so back to this. I found this little tiny piece of tinsel. This was when I very first started out, and I thought, I'm gonna grab it, I might not find any more, and then I did find that other little pile. I bought a few bags of old ornaments. There's one broken one that didn't quite make it, but again, when you start in the morning, you don't know what you're gonna find, so I thought it was a good price on the books too. Yes, I thought it was really good too. And then I did pick up some ornaments again for crafting. There's a couple of little bells on a card. These were $3 for this box. This box, I don't know how much it was. There was one of them that was in a bag, and I wanted those red ones. And you start out, you're on a mission. I'm going to find mercury glass. I need little bulbs to craft with. And then you kind of forget what you have. And you know what you looked at, but it's like, how many of those did I get? I don't know. I don't remember. I bought this one because they were big. I didn't buy any this big. So I bought this one. I don't think there's a price. And also it was individual balls. So again, I did good. I remember that. I don't remember how much this was, however. But I did love the size of it. Here's the one I was talking about that I'll probably keep for my tree. This one right here. It had the double balls, but look at how faded and old. Like, it's very soft color. So I think it'll go great on my vintage trees. So this one is a keeper for sure. Let me show you the other one, the $8 one that I said I thought I was going to keep. Then you find something better along the way. They could go together, but can you tell that this one's much brighter? This one's brighter than this one, I really think. So some I will cut, some I will not cut. So it just depends. I might just put them back for next year, see what trees I have or how I do, but no, some of them I'm not cutting. Here is a German deer that I found. $25. 25. He's a keeper. I was thinking for that tin that I found that was kind of a gold color with the little bit of red and green. I was going to go grab it, but anyway, I think for me to keep and make myself and love it for years and years, it was worth it. But these German metal deers are always very expensive. I have one on a tin in there, and one of his antlers was broke. I made it last year or the year before. You guys may remember, and I showed you how to shove his antler. You shove his antler. This is the only tree I could reach, but like the tree's too big for him. But if you shove like this, oftentimes you'll find them with the antlers broke. You shove him in, you don't see that the antler's missing, and that's what I did. I have bought them where their legs are missing, and I just build up to hide the missing leg, or I have broken off, like when they're standing, I've broken off legs to make them look like they're laying. So just little hints for you guys. I've bought a lot of deer. I have a whole bag full of deer. So when I find a special one, I buy it for me. You know, when we do our tins, we do a lot of plastic here. Okay, here's another one. Let me see here what happened. It was $65, marked down to $45. First lady I saw, so you don't know what you're in for. I do remember her vividly though. Her booth, I was in heaven. Look. For my tree though, and then I can mix in some small on a small tree, so bigger and smaller. So I'm telling you guys these things. You have your mom's 3 people. Oh, I love to find the porcelain. Yes, yes, exactly, Tambra. Do that. I think it'll protect them too, to have them attached like that, and hot glue will come off of that porcelain stuff really easy. You can pop them off of the tins and still save, you know, their integrity. But yeah, that was it. I'm telling you guys these prices so that you're, number one, not sticker shock like I was last year and the year before. I'm not doing it. And I will go to Hobby Lobby and buy a bag of, you know, a whole bag of whatever, and it would be a lot cheaper. But I think that the more that we're making and loving, my friend Julie and I love to craft together, and the more that we're making, the better we're getting. We both have been tweaking every tin that we've ever made and kept, and we're learning that, you know, more on them. I'm teaching the girls in the group, the more on them, the better. And that when it's really authentically authentic, it's just more special. And so, you know, we can make some tins that are going to sell for $15, and we can make some $65 tins, and you can see the difference, you know, or however much, it just depends. But when you shop Etsy for things like this, they're very expensive, and now you all can appreciate it and understand it, and we've made them together so you get it for sure. Okay, so let's get back. I have one more thing. I'm just trying to make sure. I only have one more thing to share. I did find a bunch of wooden shoes. So we've been doing some wooden shoe projects in the group. So I've got a couple other little ideas, and then I'll be putting some wooden shoes up for you guys as well. But I found some old lace collars. I found 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 16 of them. Look at this big long one. What the heck? Like, what in the world? That's a collar. But I thought that was cool. So I got 3 fabric collars. I didn't get any lace. I said lace, but I didn't get any lace. But then I got these really cool, they're like handkerchiefs, I guess, satin, but they have pearls on them. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I got you hooked on the wooden shoes. Oh, Kim, I know. So I got a red one, and this cream colored one just has teeny little, like, seed pearls. They're like tiny little pearls. Absolutely love. I mean, it's stained, but you know, I love, like, I look for the stain part to show. When I'm doing this as a, you know, as a craft project, this part would be out, not hidden. And you'll learn, you know, if you hang with me, you'll get it and you'll see. Now this one's just a triangle, but I love the way the pearls were. And so for a crafting project, no, I'm not gonna wear it. But for a crafting project, I think pieces of that are gonna be fabulous. And I can cut, you know, like I could cut just a little rectangle out of here and pinch it in the middle and tie it off and make it look like a bow tie on a, you know, on a skater or something, who knows. You know, you could just do all kinds of stuff. Belly button scarves. Oh, is that what they are, Ursula? Okay. For, like belly dancers, is that what it is? I don't know, but they're fabulous. Now this one was stained all the way around the pearls, so I don't know what happened to that, how that caused that, but look at it. I just absolutely could not. Belly dancing. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? That makes sense. I can picture it. Yeah. You could never cut them. Tree skirts. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I absolutely love them. This one was probably out of all my favorite because of the way it was stained. But yeah, what does that say? I would take it all tied together and go around your back. Yeah, we're not even talking about that. Okay, so here is. You remember when I found the white fur collar? I still have done nothing with the white fur collar. I still have it. Someday I'm going to come up with like the project to end all projects for that white fur collar. It's like, it's not mink, but it's soft like a mink would be. And it has the little ties and little pom-pom. Oh, it's adorable. Anyway, check out these pearl collars that I found. I'm going to hang on to them for a little while because I don't have a plan. I don't have a thought. I just found them, so I haven't had time to figure out what I'm going to do. But I may bring some of these to the website. The website is TammyLovesVintage.com for anybody that is curious what I'm talking about, anybody new. And then my phone number, again, if you want to text me, you have to text me first because it won't let me reach out and text people, is 740-273-6693. Look at that one. Look at that. Yeah, awesome. Okay, here's this one, and it's got like, it's not tinsel, but it's got like, oh, I see what it is. Oh my God. It is tiny little beads. Look at this. That is tiny little beads wrapped around those pearls. Wow. Now it's it's coming apart. But just think of like an old bottle if I wanted to wrap it. Look how they started with the seed pearls at the top. Oh my gosh. I didn't notice that before. I had a lot to take in last night when I got home, as you can see. Can you imagine how much fun I had unpacking all of this? Could you imagine how miserable I was yesterday dragging all of this around for 7 hours? They were all different prices. They were all different prices. You have one? Oh, that's so awesome. So here's this one. And then here's the next to the last one. Here's this one. Again, let me see. Yep, it's the same, must be the same company. Those are little beads. I thought it was like tinsel, but they're little beads. And then this one. It's missing some, but oh my gosh. How cute is that? You see a tin? I see a tin. And then this string I will save and can use for my pipe cleaner people or my cotton spun people. So I'm learning to not throw things out that I think is junk. I'm learning to not do that. Okay, I promised to show you guys some of the tins that we made in case you're like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I get that you might not get it. Okay, hang on. Let me just do this. I'll let you look at all that junk. All the junk. There you go. It's not junk. It's all good stuff. Okay. Here's a tin. These are all going to be in the sale tomorrow in the group. And then whatever doesn't sell, I'll bring to you guys for a sale, or I'll end up and put it on the website, whichever. Here's some more. Here's another. And another. Okay. Here's another. And another. When I tell you like works of art, I hope you see what I mean. Some are simpler, like this curry powder. And what was this one? I can't tell. Parsley flakes. There's this one. So obvious. Let's see. This one had $8 for the tin. This tin doesn't have a price, but it was probably, I'm going to guess $4 because it's not as old, you can see. But anyway, you guys, these are what we've been having fun crafting together on Tuesday nights. Oh, here's another one. I had this one on my tree, and I just kept it simple. I don't hang it. I just set it on the branches and kind of stuff it back. And then the branches of the tree kind of grab these, and they look great stuffed in your tree. But look at her. Look at her. It's all the wires are intact from her really thin fabric. She's an oldie. Anyway, oh my gosh. Could we not just talk all night, right? Could we not just talk all night? So I'm going to let you go though. My husband's wanting me to make him a pizza. So he's been waiting. Hey, he's not not said a word. He's been very patient. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I just wanted to show you all of these things. I've been to a couple of shows and didn't share. And so I wanted to share. It's going to be in the group. I'm going to do just some of these handmade things in the group first. I kind of been thinking about doing that. And one of the ladies said she can never win anything when we do live sales. Someone always gets them before her, and she asked, there's another lady, I think it's Chastita, Southern Vintage Co, or I can't think of her name of her group, but it's Chastita, and they said that she takes things to her group first, and so I thought I might do that. So I think tomorrow I'm going to do that. I don't know, Kim, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure, but what time do you want? You want morning or afternoon? I'm thinking morning for me would be better because then I have the whole day to ship. I'm going to do it in the morning. Deanne, they depend on how, is it Deanne? I'm sorry, it looks like Duanne. Yeah, Duanne. It looks like, or I have to say that it depends on how much I have in them. It's not so much of your time. It's just, our time is really, we just enjoy it. But I'm going to say there won't be any over 65 and there won't be any under 15. So it's going to fall in that range depending on what we have in them. And that hopefully that gives, that's a broad number, but you can see, you know, the difference in this one and this one. You see what I mean? So we try to make some that are very simple, and then we make some that are over the top. And so that's why I really wanted to get my arsenal built up for craft supplies, and I think I did it. I think I overdid it, but they won't go to waste. I'll use them again next year or the next year if I have to. I don't care. Or I can sell you guys some if I don't, you know, if I have too much and never going to get through it, I'll put them on the website under the Christmas tab. So anyway, but yeah, for a live sale with you guys in the group, on this page, it's going to have to be the week after this week, because this week we're going to California to see my daughter. I have to paint a sports bar before I go with my girls. And then Monday I want to do my sale in my group for my friends. And I need a day or two after a sale for shipping. So it'll probably be the following week before I have a sale of all of the greenery. If you want a head start, go to the website and look. All of our greenery for decorating is under the Christmas tab, and it's some beautiful pieces. I don't know if anyone needs to see, but I have one of the snowflakes on a spring left. I have one of him left. I'm looking, I have a lot of things that I've handmade, so I'm gonna have to take all of that. I have several of these little trees left, and I got plops in of these little trees. Well, anybody new won't know what a plop is. No sale this week except in the group tomorrow. I'm gonna do one in the morning tomorrow, let's see, to give the faraway people time. It'll probably be, let's just say 12 o'clock tomorrow in the group, so in Tammy's making. So I'll text you guys and let you know that, and then we'll see how it goes. I've never done it before, but yeah, so this week tomorrow in my private group, Tammy's Making. It's $15 a month. You can find it on my website, TammyLovesVintage.com. Anyway, I have this. I have one oval candle ring left, and I have a whole box full of plops I just got in, so you can see the plops there too, and that's really all I have super handy. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go make Randy a pizza. He deserves it. So have a great night. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned what I've learned. As I learn things, I try to share them with you guys. So have a great night. Thanks for watching. All of you new folks, come back when I'm actually doing something, making something. It'll be a lot more interesting for you, and you might be able to catch up on why I'm sharing this stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a great night. I'll see you later. Oh, 740-273-6693. Bye-bye. It's so hard to say when you first come on. That's the most awkward time. And then when you say goodbye. So see ya.